Chia ebusuafo a mohwɛ me nyinaa. Memfa nkyia kɛseɛ ɛmfa mma obi a wɔhwɛ me sɔre anɔpa yi. Menkyia Maame Saba. That's right. Saa na ɛteɛ, saa na ɛteɛ. Akan no, akan no. Kɛmu amɛ, akan no. Ɛna mpaeɛ a ɛbɛdwa, ampaeɛ a ɛbɛdwa, n'akan, n'akan, n'akan. Mese ɛnɛ ampaeɛ a ɛbɛdwa. Wate aseɛ? Ɛnɛ mese ampaeɛ a ɛbɛdwa ɛwɔ kata. Yɛsi Luis Suarez sɛ ɔmpa kyɛw. Yɛhia kyɛw paw ɛmfiri Luis Suarez hɔ. Luis Suarez sɛ ɛnyɛ ne fault. Yɛgye penalty di maa yɛ. Nipa a ɔbɔ penalty no na ɛyɛ n'asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔbɛhyɛ Uruguay ama Ghana edi nkunim 2010 South Africa World Cup. Yɛn nyinaa yɛhwɛ bi. Yɛn a yɛhwɛ free Ghana, yɛn a na yɛwɔ stadium a na yɛhwɛ ball no. We felt the nostalgic feelings ɛwɔ stadium hɔ. Ti Luis Suarez yate. Why? Ghana for da wase. Woni kyɛw pa bi ade mayɛ. Wodi ase. Ɛnɛ kyɛw pa no. Ghana for ɛbɛkyerɛ ɛwɔ park so. And I trust the gallant men, our gallant soldiers, to redeem us from that heartbreak. Luis Suarez, any Uruguay for Edite Yakoma. I wish all the Black Stars, the players, and Konono, they should realize that they are fighting for Ghana. A redemption moment. There's no winning. No more silence. The Uruguay for no. They should keep their mouth shut. No more Uruguay for an CSA. Football made in Africa. Football made in the world. No. Ghana count. Enough said about the World Cup today. I am very hopeful. Say the winning team, the Black Stars, led by Andre Dede Ayew, El Capitano, and I believe, say a day whistle, no referee never blow the whistle, na baby, Now Ghana are qualified to meet Brazil, and it will be a shocker. It will be a shocker. So on the World Cup, there's been some shocks. There's been some shocks in the World Cup, and I believe the young boy, as the young boys, as they are progressing, they are playing as a team. Remember, and don't forget. So it took only 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, to get these players together and Omoko World Cup. You might say it is not an excuse, but majority of these teams are they've played for years. Team it's just 2 weeks, 10 days or maybe more 4 days, maybe more a day, and they invite whatever happened today. I'm still proud of the team. It is the youngest team in this particular World Cup, and I know, sir, with preparation, with teamwork, giving them more time. AFCON you bet me a cup, no. The subsequent World Cup, I believe in the team. I've told you that given the chance with the right equipment, the Ghanaian always excel. And today's ball, it's no exception. The boys will go out there and make us proud. What do you see? And then Ghana for a bay for no. A bay for no, see Bruni Anyen or the yard papa. And then a Ghana for a bay for a mutte Ghana. One from bay, one fan tie Ghana for a cheap. One would me 2 ream, would me fly, ebba, a bruchebe senko for your mamun 2 and go protect it. Namun say Uruguay for your mama, and only here. Anyway, thanks for being here. It's Dr. Renshaw. And your topic I be doing common. It's very simple. World Cup need to go on 2023 budget. sika akwa homa yebebo for 2023 no ye de atudwa na no ken otrofo ofuriata eko parliament de budget ko tudwa de ma wiase amanse nyina ehunu se ye friend saying yakwa homa yebebo no ana sika ye de beyi ama ye maame so mfa nhwe abusua Ghana abusua ahead of 2023 no what the san hyehyeye no abetudwa and what they call parliament. It yebeda ken otrofo sasabonsam ofuri ata yebeda na ase anya yenim se onye obi oye no pafo anya yenim se oye obi a family and friends government no omo operate anya me no obi enu ye tum edi adanse ye se abanya omo di yeso yi omo ye sasabonsam fo aban ye tum je se obi a won pen no kre ana obeka na nado dankwa ekufu ado aban we enya aban ya sasabon samaban Augustina ehwem wo YouTube welcome menu ana mo ehwem wo Facebook nso me mamwatnas oba ani die mu ana wa share ne yekoye ni wati ase menu mienu na ye gitum se na nado dankwa ekufu ado amemu we aban ya wo bui abemu we eya amemu a no kure bi enim eye nada oye otrofo atrodifo no a Bible no ka kire mo no omni akufu adomo atrodifo no a wo Pentecostal wo pastor ana wo elder preacher wo kotu no omni akufu ado ne kenoforiata eni JB dankwa abusuan no omni na omdi yanim until we go nowhere. Anybody that steals your joy in life is your demon. TME, write it down. Higher classics ye chradie obaha wo de pen ni book now de ababesua na wabeta senyansa ni bi na wo de go trim to ni obi dim command wo yi facts no wo de ato se metie Dr. Ren freedom fighters wo mo messenger wo di kanye asem wo ka kire be say any leader that still any leader I want to provide the basic amenities for you or your demon. Akufo-Addo, when in opposition, spoke a lot. He spoke like your friend is saying in the Bible. A prebi no Bible. Your friend Apollos. Papa no nani din the Apollos. Uko King Kind Paul. Uko King Kind Bible no. Not by your Paul Adamfo. Na Paul tukwan o tukwan no na sorry. Eye Koronto sorry no. Paul ne te asori no. Wodi say Apollos nsa. Se Apollos hwema sorry so mabe na me kokoron me tukwan na me ba. Na me no nyina atena se ne yenyi ya boa ma sorry na nyini. Paul to kwan koba ya Apollos afa sorry na ta ne ni ase because Apollos na no dead te say Akufo-Addo. Enso ye dia sorry ne ma no a Apollos ontimi nya hwe. Akufo-Addo what say Apollos e wo Bible mu omo yenkofo omo keka omo enum but they only speak on the surface, they are not deep. Adwene ne nyansa ye dibu man, they don't have it. They are propagandists from day one. What you say? They don't have the brains. TME. Freedom fighters and ye chenyansa de mawo. Yen ye bie weni ye kachira wo say ampa obekọ heaven. Na nso before obekọ heaven obedidi. And ubedidi nso food is political matter. And so obekọ heaven ubenum nsuo water is political matter. So love politics. Because in Kwasiafo no ayeto abadema wo mo no wo mo mpese weni be di akire no wehunu no korenti wo mo say don't do politics because wo mo yakrofo. The moment you do politics weni be dawo wo be hunu no say sika ese ye de eye ekwan e wo be kwai e kokumase kwan ade bia mfutuo e boye maame no mo a wo mo ton weburo ton kokko a mfutuo komu mo wo mo nya asthma. Ya to asthma de ama wo because wo mo te kwan ho no moment a wo be di politics echi no wo be hunu say money is meant to build and others to construct roads no wo so be bisa questions because japade no odoma nkoma twedi ampon bataya adom wo de chemini wo mienu love politics. Nyansa will trim. We don't need to go to University of Ghana and now University of Kivas and San we hunu nyansa there be it's wisdom. I made the check. So bisa questions. Don't be a tribal bigot. The enya kurana will support to and koye ususi koye. Anyway, team ye kwanim. We see an common no aye di no. Ye dim common. Iti bomodi ha. Now dear. Be a year book no. Opewa your pen ready. Ye nim common. Because we need to educate our people. We need to inform the Ghanaian. We need to let our people understand the people that are leading the nation. Womusu ban kura te sen. Womu di anim no. Womusu enu womu ban mpo no te sen. Cosmetic leadership. Cosmetic leadership. And om di ama Ghana for. What they say is not what womu ye. Womu si womu nyo. Womu ya kromfo. Womu ya tai. Womu ya tutubotomfo. Descriptions that so de ma womu no. Oba ye ria. Unko kasa oba ye saint. Atai ye ri. Inti ye odansa wom. No two ways about it because wabokro no. Akufo-Addo nso ye ri. Adentin wo ti Joloi house wo. Aden nso ye Jubilee house. Ye ya dani din no dia ye Joloi house. Ade no nso ye Jubilee house. Adentin Akufo-Addo yo kromfo. Woye nada ni, nabrabe ni, sansani, no wo ti Joloi house wo. We need to speak truth to power. In 1995, Ahunu Wonga, a student, died as a result of what? Introduction of value-added tax. Akufo-Addo, ni patietia te se doctor, wasi wampenesu. He organized men and women on the streets. Miankasa, ebusianfo bi omufri Kumase, abrantie bi efre ni Teria, ye boni tuo won ntwahwem, ne boss, bema boss, ye boni tuo. All because now Akufo-Addo say introduction of value-added tax led by Chairman Rawlings was wrong. It was evil. It was satanic. And Akufo-Addo, when you kwesi brat, when your friend is saying, lawyer Ampao, they came out on the street of Accra, demonstrated against value-added tax. One would have thought that today Akufo-Addo being the president of the Republic of Ghana, at least, he should be mindful of 1995. He should even think about 1995, the families of Ahunu Wonga. He should think about the man that they block his eyes. He should think about it and say, come on. Today, me being the president, if for nothing at all, my principles, let my brain work for once. Let my brain work for once. One would have thought that Akufo-Addo will cancel value-added tax as a president because he hated value-added tax. He was so passionate that he even went on demonstration. People lost their lives. One would have thought that Akufo-Addo will stand tall and say, for once, the value-added tax that I demonstrated against, I am calling for it to be what? I'm calling for it to be abolished, terminated and abolished. But today, what do we see? We see value-added tax not being abolished, but rather it has been increased. It is any ukojum. Ukoton nyina was shopping mall. Ukoton nyina area. Near the VAT account. In nominal terms and in cedis, no, who could try 21 cedis point something. What to tell you men in area, no, Akufo-Addo so what the increase of VAT aba. To could deep give you now, see Kenyan, what your BB, what your NHIS taxes and get COVID-19 tax. A friend said tax on pollution, say we in from a free William Crown, Akufo-Addo taxing. This man is a wicked man. This man is evil. Today I've told you, we are teaching you about the characteristics of the leaders. Because when it comes to leadership, character is number one. It matters. These are the people that did not allow us to realize our potential as Ghanaians. When Nkrumah gained independence for us in 1957, when he shouted that, yes, at long last, the battle has ended. And we were making progress. We were building Akosombo Dam. We were building Temahabo, Takrade Habo. We were building motorways. We were building and schools were being built. Factories were being built. But now do dankwe Kufuado's father. Now do dankwe Kufuado's uncle. Now do dankwe Kufuado's family, the JB Dankwe's family, the haters of progress. Ensured with CIA, as we have read, made sure that Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown. Today, one would have wished that those that overthrew the son of Nzema, the great son of the soil from Elembele, would come and perform wonders so that we can applaud them. But what do we see? We see governance of family and friends. We see people who have come to loot, create loot and share. That is what we see. No wonder today we have a cosmetic government leading a nation and has led the nation into the greatest ditch. There is no turning back. Don't get it twisted. 2023 with this budget, and that is why when you see Dr. Ren this morning and every morning, as I so often do, is to tell you that the decision we took in 2016, the decision we took in 2020 to bring a Kufuor and the MPP to power was an evil decision, because they came to steal the joy of many Ghanaians. You ask, what is Dr. Ren talking about? You were a worker at GN Bank. A Kufuor came and told you that they were doing banking cleanup exercise. If I say I'm cleaning my home, it means that there are debt, there are filth in my home. And I'm a so me see me see me fie na me fie enya na me clean it up. It means that I have to clean up my home and ensure say I bring in new things, fresh things to make my home very, very what? A habitual or a habitat for human being to dwell. And I'm a boy. So you clean up. Sikanwa bank be here. Wamusumbe nya 9 million Ghana cedis. Kufuor said they are big da muhunya. Me gumi bank. Because me ye clean up. Well, we know what time sika 20 million and you're cleaning banks. I mean, you busawu. What's the word you make? Na me beboa wadwuma no a egu no. Enti ma memba boa adwuma no a egu no a. Ayese me bese no anasa ayese me be hye ne kena. Me busaw, wo ye dwadini, wo di dwa e wo Kumasi kejetia, wo di dwa wo adum. Question am me busaw wo no. Wo ye dwadini, wo di dwa wo Tamale market. Wo di dwa e wo Takrade market. Wo di dwa e wo Cape Coast, Kotokoraba market. Me busaw. Me beboa wa anasa me bese no. Let's ask ourselves these questions. You better call heaven there, but politics, is politics. Because the prices of goods and services is determined by what the finance minister will bring out when he is reading the budget. Politics must matter to you. See, yes, Dr. Ren fame be. Fame without money is dead. It's nothing. That is not what I seek. Now today, what do we see? The banking cleanup exercise. They collapsed GN Bank. Even when the bank, GN Bank was saying that, no, please, please, make me insolvent, Dr. Endom say me pamocha me pamocha because Ghana de meka. Ghana be bomb me what bosia. Woman de be here, a friend is saying, evalua ejura. Woman de be here, sea defense man's for Ghana for be Jimmy see can acquire sea defense. No, me na me bo woman bosia. Inti Ghana mun triameka. E mamun gumi bank. Ken no foriata. Papa no amoso mo friend is kumemkuma. Ken sasabon sam o wudini oforiata me se ono de nyankopon akatua wo de bema no ene na sefo wo be hye wo mo hwere ken oforiata ni tirim we sum wicked evil man facha me na woni ba sanity yenya code enye easy o living in the code Rastaman will throw one stone. I mean, simple a year, a friend is saying apple cider vinegar and a insu kakra. But I see it twice. Dr. Endum, Eshia Ken for Riata one-on-one to say the many wouldn't come with and they know what tears and what to them. Or say, Ken, men go me bank because I bind the maker. I bind the maker. Me workers, I brought 3,000 Ken. My customers, our GN Bank, I have 1.1 million customers Ghana for. Can men go me bank? With the old time, remember the customers of Ghanaians. Would you me Dr. Ndumukwa? Would you remember the workers over 3,000 Ghanaians? I built my business in 1980. For you, some of you don't even know. Yeah, any a school. Yeah, Mamma Sika. Near what your hotel be near the college. Your friend Coconut Grove Hotel. Very beautiful hotel. Honey near college. The Papa Musika. So why I bonnet that can correct. Me comedy also come with the me yes I wish Dr. Ren and him to said ye whom share me to said ye me can oforia tasasabon sam. The dino no the dinya can oforia tabim the dinya can would dini sasabon sam ofori ata. The sound so ya ta so camp double trouble. Dr. Endum catch the can oforia tasa share workers no woman yere. Oma me no papa no ugu bank no a emfa so be na wanya ugu bank no a emfa so be Ken for it I said they are big I'm talking about GN because I know the ins and out of GN Bank. Ken of Uriata went here. I'm telling you the genesis of the problem of Ghana. And the banking clean up exercise. And I know me tell say Kwasiam Penyin be also where MP was the banking clean up exercise was the best. And I'm saying Kwasiam Penyin one nene because yes smash man so one kakasa into what TV so to because young kum my a friend is saying young boo a friend is saying journalist into one walk kasa one nene he talks anyhow no one that's what American ya pine the trim no wonder. I say the banking club exercise was the best. Lack of knowledge. The genesis of the Ghana problem was the banking cleanup exercise. Dr. Endum said, "Can you forget that? For we need 1 million customers. When we have depositors, when we do card to me bank. For we need 2 almost. For we need 2 workers, almost 4,000. And Ghana was for Ghanaians about UK. Hundreds of Ghanaians. Was for hundreds of Ghanaians free Ghana the go America. Tia woman in our visa. In and out. Ma woman in our ma woman and make it so see ma woman crack time moment to the Dr. Hindu. Meeting the Koswa. Maybe I will share them in country. Someone catch Dr. Hindu say. So we saw me in go bank there. Yes, a person we are my in here. Dr. Endum said, "Dear, I'm person me yama." And ye bear the say we turn bank no. We turn bank no. And the MPP papa penny be. And Dr. Endum said, I had an eduma my me sweat, me blood. I had a tongue with Juma. My matiti every memoriam. Me tongue is say. Eduma a cost so fine. Eduma me new bika. I might cry to make more. Sika mu say, yes, it can be a problem. I might try me car. Musika no amo pe no ama increase den no metimi atua mo. Eninti menton ma mo adwene nti ana mo pese mo gu me bank no ana. Meeting no ende. Meeting actually your friend wa obi ewo MPP inside connected to Dr. Hindu. Remember, Dr. Hindu was once a minister under Kufuor. Kendo for Kennedy Japan. Now was so one no. The two no. The person who gave a contract Emma Kennedy Benye Sika under Kufuor's era. Ewo Dr. Papa Kwesi Hindu. Ono ne din kaima the first contract. And that first contract, Emma Kennedy started so obey Bema. Benye Sika. Opa Bisa Kennedy, Obeka no Korean Cranch Raudi. And your friend say, Ujam, Ekogu Banko. Almost 1 ton bank na ma wo. Chumbe guno. And the doctor Hindu. The banking cleanup. No. Of course, there were other banks. Now we yamwa. Anka ban betumi aboa wo. But Dr. Hindu mu de no mu gina ho na so. Yes, of course, UT Bank no yamwa. They said you're not pharmaceutical industry. NS chemist to be komu under John Mahama no mu yamwa. John Mahama bua wo mo. Senkenya John Mahama Ghana buying and a boa the pharmaceutical industry inka COVID-19 by inka enuro bebre no inka Ghana for the do na be. But of course, as a leader, you make way where there seems to be no way. John Dramani Mahama made way for the pharmaceuticals industry. To be in komu NS chemist mean nya ho faso. Ene omadwuma ekoso. But when it came to the banking sector, Abayana yes sir. Anybody. Yetoso miensa. Liberia, Dr. Indum, Ewan in Numa were Liberia. Of course, Johnson Sirleaf, a year Liberia, Mamina no year president, the best friend, Dr. Indum. Of course, Johnson Sirleaf, Data Bank. Now, or your shareholder, our Data Bank. Obey a president, and we just Data Bank. The business as a president. So I'm a Liberia also into young investors. Of course, only Dr. Indum America for many years. Now I saw a boy Dr. Indum. And Tissa. Omudi, you may be betuja. Yes, so I want didn't we seek out between the air, man. Bra. Got tender board so. Got Cheresa won't submit to me. If you shame near see the boy at the Bemoa near the Ama. The third bank Kobe. Other banks near other companies called. I could actually Dr. Indum near selected the Juma. So on conquer Liberia. Sano yaw or time. Ewo. Ken Sasabonsam Owudini Oforiata. Afa Dr. Indum more time. They are just be United States of America. Who do America they are? Wo pay a tuntumfua. Yes, show money munyam. A bow mabaso. Don't forget Dr. Indum woman too crying no check. You've lived in America for many years. Over 40 years. I mean, your Uncle Ben Bracco, our United States of America. A very good friend of Dr. Indum. Ominako St. Augustine's. At the Saddle College, for St. Augustine, for the A now for 4 pa. Wo ponoso. Omudi omobe e ponan. Ti free ponoso a, ne pese e kohwe po a, ne afa St. Augustine's. She black and omo green. Ahaban so has no enemy. Tie ya Adam 4. A word to a wise is enough. Tieni. Otanya Ken of Sasabonsam, Owudini Oforiata. At the time, Dr. Hindum na make I will go in the bank, GN Bank. 1 million customer base, close to 4,000. Close to 4,000 workers all over the country. He has banks, OBB branches all over the country. Villages that Barclays Bank will not go. GN Bank was there. Villages that foreign banks owners will not dare to go. GN Bank was going. So GN Bank automatically was encouraging Ghanaians to save in the banks, because if we are going to move to digitalization, then we will need structures across the nation. You call digitalization in the banking sector. Then you call GN Bank. Wale. Yeah. Dr. Muhammad Dibaumia Kurumua. I can do business and do transactions. What time would you go in the bank? You go in the bank, bear. You hear me say, "Obe frustrating Dr. Indu." That's here. Why the reason why we are here today? We are about the Cosmetic Ghana Budget 2023. More taxes to pay and value-added tax increased. This is shocking to me, Dr. Ren. Now, Tini, you go, Dr. Ndume. What the board members of GN Bank did, they said, "Woman tiasi, say abain di womoka, do onwa. Na abain entry na abain gu omunjuma." Dr. Ndume dia na yeso ye. And temperana and call court. Now you call court, no? Of course. Ken Ofori ata Sasabonsam Owudini. Onininuya Kwekubonsam Nana Adodankwa. The Omoyene say they will use the judiciary to frustrate Dr. Hindu. I don't know. We persevered. You go day through your cockota. Na Attorney General Wojina Muma Abayeno Oba was any free in the document. Who free court Attorney General office. And you're less than 10 minutes drive. Ukasa won and take less than 20 minutes. Waiting up the Attorney General's office and come back. Near to a seminar shedder. Tactically frustrations. Collapsing Dr. Indum's bank. Depositors were worried. People were insulting Dr. Indum. Lambasting him, chastising him. Some workers along the line, we lost some workers. Some people committed suicide because they could not watch, they could not take care of their wives and kids. Some committed suicide. Some of them that I know. Once upon a time, I was having a radio program and a call came through and the person said, "Doc, I opened a phone line. I opened, and the person called from Ghana. I said, "Doc." He said, "Yes." Said, "I will not mention my name and don't mention my name, Doc. I've told my wife to divorce me because I cannot take care of my wife. So I've told her to look for a sugar daddy because there is no job for me. So I've moved round and round. What job? To the extent that as a former manager of GN Bank in one of the branches, I go out and I do car washing because I'm not above car washing. And I was thinking, as a nation, if we are to progress, those that have acquired knowledge has to be in the places to open the channels for our young men and women to also get chance to come up. Now listen. Through the frustration of the bank, the judge, the court, gradually, finally, the hearing started. They are quite now. And someone, Attorney General, ne Kufuado, any Kenuforiata Kato GM Bank, woman in Krata, woman in evidence, woman in fact to back it. Near Quayanim. Afe, now you threaten judge no tia kodano so wo di asem no na you threaten no obekofie near the kosiane snap obekofie near the enyo be atatale ne fie it no under ne fie not the hotels all because of one case. But so didn't kore no there were judges who were didn't kore I mean shira wo et di musa na afi final hearing a final decision e buy akobaya the etieni. The Supreme Court of Ghana say, Ekwanya Ken Wudini Sasabonsam Ofori Ata. Wane Godfrey Daming Attorney General. Small boy danger, evil plans, actually true. Any Kwekubonsam Nanado Dan Kwekufado. Ekwanya Mufa somebody go GN Bank. Enye Kwampa. What is a radio become once? To date, I am the only journalist. Till date, nobody talks about it. Not some kwasiafo from Obine, that foolish guy and a fronce fruit. Omutia Sempa Radio all talk. You've not talked about it. Omahine, because Omahine be a second for Kennedy Japan and a show Omahine. Obetu kwanya ba Germany, obetu kwanya ko France, obetu kwanya ko America, Kennedy Japan, a trying plane ticket man. They've sold their brains and they have sold it to the devils. What is a bank? What is a radio presenter can say? There has been a final judgment on GN Bank. What? Won't you hear? I'm telling you, as a GN depositor, and I will save you a GN Bank. Supreme Court say, a kwanya kufuadu a good GN Bank, a kwanya bonenso. Into entire judgment debt and farmer Dr. Hindu. So what channel no to Yamano dia Dr. Ren meaning. But thank God that the God of Dr. Hindu did not forsake him because he spoke truth. And anywhere you speak truth, truth set you free. The topic is, I needed to do this particular one for you to understand. It is what it says, Captain Smart Muti, one more TV, so one more radio, so come by GM Bank. Catch it, one said Dr. Ren say there has been a final decision on the GN Bank case. Now the government of Ghana is to pay a judgment debt to the bank owner and the board members of GN Bank for causing financial loss to the state. By now, Ken Oforiata, a song called that jail. If a country that we think and we love the nation, let me talk about what I have entitled Know Them. Know them. I've entitled it Know Them. And I want you to know these people. From today, you watching me, I want you to wash your hands off today's MPP party. If you're a student and you love political parties, wash your hands off today's MPP party. They are the evil political party that has never allowed Ghana to realize their potentials. Since 1966. Since 1966. Look at Akufo-Addo's governance today. For Akufo-Addo's governance, Is this a government? Is it a government that you're happy about? Look at Akufo-Addo's governance. Are you happy? Are you proud as a Ghanaian that you can hit your chest and say you love Akufo-Addo's government? Akufo-Addo's today's government is nothing but a two-faced government. Nothing but a two-faced monkey government. Akufo-Addo in 1995 fought against value-added tax. A young man named Ahunu Wonga died as a result of that demonstration, fighting against value-added tax. In 2022, Akufo-Addo has not abolished value-added tax, but rather he has what? Increased value-added tax. Now, how dare you, Christian, support such hypocrisy, such blasphemy or blasphemy? How dare you, a son and daughters of Islam, support such buffoonery? How dare you? Have you forgotten that at least, if nothing at all, Christianity taught you morals? If nothing at all, Islam teaches you how to be upright. A man that fought against introduction of value-added tax is now increasing value-added tax. Is he okay? Is something wrong with the brain of the president? All this time, was he a two-faced human being? Was he a deceitful person that we did not see it? A man that his family fought against Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. When Nkrumah was building the Akosombo Dam, Akufo-Addo's non-entity father told the whole nation that our population is too small for Nkrumah to waste Ghana's money to build Akosombo Dam. Today, no wonder that till date, since the days of independence, MPP 1, 2, 3, and 4 has never added not even up to 5 megawatts of electricity to the national grid from the days of Professor Buzia through to Kufuor, Wawa, today's current Akufo-Addo. Put all of them together. Put all of them together. Megawatts of electricity generation. Put all of them together. Not even up to 5%. How come a man that fought against value-added tax is increasing value-added tax? And now when I hear someone shout and say, break the hate, my message for these people is very simple: break their heads. And when their heads are open, put wisdom and knowledge into it. Give them wisdom and knowledge. Because breaking hate is not what we need. We need to break their heads and put common sense into it, because that's what they need. Today, you see a man who is called Alhaji Bawumia, whose claim to fame was just rhetorics, whose claim to fame, and help me quote this from Dr. Bawumia, help me. If you are in your homes, you can shout out loud, help me, join me. Whose claim to fame is that when the fundamentals are weak, the city will what? Will expose you. That was his claim to fame. His claim to fame was just rhetorics. His claim to fame was just to denigrate, just to lambast his own northern brother, just to throw dirt. That was the claim of Alhaji Bawumia, who has now turned himself as a Sofodazi, Bawumia. His claim to fame was just talk. Asempa Radio, all talk all day. Today, he's the vice president, the head of the economic management team. The question I want all of us to ask, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, the deceitful liar. It's very simple. Is there any improvement in the weakness of the fundamentals? Let's ask him. Because since he's so eager to break 8, and is not eager to break his head and put in wisdom, knowledge, and an understanding, let us ask, what has happened to the fundamentals? Has the fundamentals regained her strength or its strength? What has happened to the cedi against the dollar? The cedi is not only 4.2. When you exchange $1, you will not get 4.2 cedis. So what is happening to the man whose claim to fame was to tell us that he was the economic Lionel Messi? What has happened? A man who told his fellow Northerners who was using tribal jingoism and telling us that he comes from the north and that the Northerners should vote for him because he is a Northerner. And that when we vote for him, he was going to build castles, he was going to build skyscrapers for the Kayayis in our communities. This was the man who traveled to Mecca to get a title called Alhaji. One would have thought that by virtue of having Alhaji title, his morals would not be compromised. But then I asked myself, know them. This be they who speak one thing and they do something different because they are men without character. They are evil people in the society who always find ways and means to distract us when we are making progress. Because they are empty vessels. So they are always there shouting and screaming for somebody to get attention. Oh yes, that's who they are. They scream and shout for attention. That give us the power, give us the power. We will reduce the prices of fuel. Give us the power. Oh, give us the power. We are going to ensure that we will change Ghana in the next 3 months. Ghana will be changed. We are going to make Accra the cleanest city. Give us the power. They were chanting. They were begging. They were on their knees, pleading. They were eating komikekina, even though the pepper was burning them. They were not able to open their mouth and even quench the heat of the pepper. They did all this. And when they came to power, I'm asking you this question because it's a very, very important question that you and I need to ask. Because many a times we don't ask these people these questions. Now let me tell you, or let me ask you, $1 to cedi is how much today? If you know, put the answer in the comment section. Because you watching me, you also have the wisdom and the brain in your head. God did not give me only the wisdom and the brain. I love you so much for supporting freedom fighters, for not quenching the fire, for not quenching the flame that we have started. From Upper East to Upper West, through to the northern corridors, to the Volta, Transvolta, through to Ashanti region. Let people tell them and open your speakers loud. Let it be known that as I speak to you, our brothers and sisters from Sancho Kofi Akpafu, Lolobi Likbe, they don't even have a representative at the Parliament House. Can this be done to the people that come from Menchia Palace? Oh, those people that, for them, they classify themselves as the first citizens of the nation. Let me not lose track and let me continue. Let me tell you this. And if you have a pen or paper, write it down. The brain is the most outstanding organ. The brain is the most outstanding organ. It works for 24 hours, 365 days, right from birth until you join the MPP. And then it stops working. You didn't hear that. Let me take my time and repeat it. Since repetition is a form of learning, let me repeat myself clearly so that those who are writing will write it. And quote it that Dr. Ren says that the brain is the most important organ or the most outstanding organ. It works for 24 hours, 365 days, right from the birth until you join the new pontification party, MPP. Then it stops working. Because in the NDC and the other political parties, even though they are below performing political parties that I have told you, at least they are oblongata, medulla oblongata works better than the New Patriotic Party. That is why you will hear 95 or 88 MPs shouting, "Oh, Ken must go." And when they see a bag of money, they say Ken must remain. No wonder they are in Qatar enjoying the monies that is meant for road for you, meant to build hospitals, to create employment, to build factories and companies. They have collected it and they are on holidays, even though there are work to be done at the chambers of our parliament. No wonder the Minister for Communication, my own good friend, Ursula Owusu, will be taking pictures with a man from Netherlands called Patrick Kluivert. No wonder. No wonder. Because they don't care. Now let me go on. If you don't know, politics is about character and capacity. That is what politics is all about, character and capacity. Yes, so if somebody does not have a character, he's not a leader. If somebody does not have the capacity, he's not a leader. Leadership make way where there seems to be no way. Leaders don't go looking for followers. Followers look to the person and they follow and say, no, there is something in this person. The things they are talking about. Oh, yes, this is what I want to talk about. But perhaps because of family ties, I cannot do Facebook Live. Because of certain reasons, because of one or two, let me watch them and share their videos and follow them. And where they fall short, I can also give them my knowledge. Leadership. So when a leader becomes a follower and acts like a follower, there is nothing that followers will get from them because he has become part of you. And that is the MPP we see today. That is why I said that once you join the MPP, your medulla oblongata, your brain, that is supposed to be outstanding organ, will refuse to work. How many minutes have we spent? We spent 56 minutes. Let's go on quickly so that we don't take much of your precious time, because time is God. Another name of God is time. So the white man will tell you, time waits for no man, because indeed God waits for no man. So now understand this thing that politics is about character and capacity. Politics is not like running commentary on Pure FM in Kumasi or on Hello FM or Neat FM or Peace FM by Dan Kweku Yebua. Hey, politics is not like running commentary. So let me be clear to you. The National Pontification Party, the MPP currently, the members of MPP currently lacks the above character, capacity, wisdom, knowledge to lead the nation. Currently, there is no member in the MPP who is seeking to become a leader in the MPP has these qualities. Not Alan Kojo Chiremanting, not Kennedy Ejapon Akumpre, not Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia, the deceitful Muslim. Not him. They don't have these characters. I would wish they had it, but they don't. Is it Alan Kojo Chiremanting that you want to talk about? The Ayensu starch factory man? Anyway, since we all attended the same college, sometimes we will say it and we will leave it. Now let's continue. I've also told you that the best the MPP party can do today, when they talk about break the heat, you have to tell them that the best they can do is to open or break their heads and deposit character, wisdom, knowledge, sacrifice. That is what they need to do. Instead of breaking it, they should break their heads. They should open their heads and deposit wisdom, knowledge, character before they come back and tell us. And let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, we the Akans, that the ethnic jingoisms that we normally play, we normally come around and we use radio yemikromini, radio yasantini, radio tumano, even though we know clearly that when MPP comes to power, they don't do much for our region. We know it. And we see it. Let us be mindful of these things. Now, before I end and I tell you about the budget, there is nothing in this budget. Come 2023, I've told you my advice again. If you have any small money, go into farming. Eat what you grow what you eat. If you have any money that you can leave the shores of Ghana, do it as quickly as possible. I will advise you. There are reports that we are getting on the ground. And if you watch my Facebook status yesterday, I said that, look, if you have any money saved in the bank, go to the bank, withdraw all your monies. And I'm telling you, based on the evidence that we are seeing, people are withdrawing their monies. There was a lady her audio came out. She invested in a data bank. She invested 10,000 Ghana cedis in data bank. She went to data bank to make sure that at least some of the dividends, some of the interest on his saving, on his investment, at least she can get something out of it. When she went to the bank, they told her that, look, madam, your 10,000 that you came to save or invested in this particular bank called Data Bank, there has been a reduction. There has been a haircut on your money. So your money is no more 10,000, but now as it stands now, your money is 8,000. He said, okay, don't worry. You just give me my money. Let me go. They told her there is no money to be given to her. And that the government or the bank has invested her money. Her own money, she wants to collect it. There is no money. One of our brothers of freedom fighters, he has not given me the chance to say it. And when he gives me the chance to say it, I'll say it loud and clear, as you know, as we do it. A member of his family, the amount of money I was saving or bank or sikana swat. Meanwhile, the president and Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo told us there was not going to be any haircut. Why do we still listen to this deceitful old man? Why do we still listen to this man who does not have character, who has no shame and respect for himself? This friend is saying, Sewa Brunima. Now let me be straight here. These people that lead us today, they have become the swindlers. They are swindling us. They are almost to say a friend and saying, men's good. How many men's good now? How many are for? They are thieves. They came to steal, to kill, to destroy, and now we see it. As we are going forward, we will feel the heat. And that is when we say choboy, you will say yay, and then you will join us on the streets so that we all fight for a better Ghana. As it stands now, Ghana is gone. As it stands now, Ghana is look, 2023, you are going to feel the heat. Because IMF, but I don't know much. There's what freeze in what public servant, friend is a recruitment into the public servant, on high in beam, nurses, doctors, teachers, famu BM. There is no money. Ghana is highly indebted, poor country. They will not admit it because they are thieves, they are wicked men who will not admit it and face their responsibilities and act responsibly. They will not admit it. But the budget that was read, it tells you clearly. It is an evil budget. It's a killer budget. They came to kill us, to destroy. As I speak to you now, Kufuado, they are preparing his mansion here in London for him. Come 2024, after election, he's coming to stay here in London and chill with his grandchildren and with his sons-in-laws and whatever. He has no respect for you people. As a matter of fact, he sees you people as monkeys and idiots. After all, anyway, so they go out to your banks. If you have any money saved in the bank, quickly go there, withdraw, go and buy some dollars, go and buy some pounds, save it. If you have money, you can go there, buy some gold, save the gold. It will be valuable for you. Don't go and buy a car because the price will depreciate. But you can go there and buy some gold or some diamond. That is where you have to think about now. If you're a businessman, you withdraw your money per gold, binakoto, save your money in golds. Do you think why Wuntimi was telling you that they were the ones that determined the inflation? Because he knows what was coming. All of them, they have bought gold, diamonds. They don't have any physical cash. Anyway, may come on in the next 5 minutes. I don't think that all of us are happy with what is happening. But it's just that the people that are leading us and I will cancel our monfa. Because to them, they are the wisest people. You see, who are these men? Who are these men? Why did we allow ourselves to be swindled by these non-entities? These good-for-nothing men. Why did we allow ourselves? We allowed ourselves because we were tribally sentimental towards these people. Because we allowed our ethnic jingoism to take the best of us. That is why we gave ears to Nana Sasabonsam Kweku Ekufu Addo William. Men that cannot, cognitively align their thoughts to even make coherent sense, and yet they want to break it. Let me repeat it. Men that cannot cognitively align their thoughts to make any coherent sense, and yet they want to break it. Let me borrow Ekufuado's own words. Are we going to allow that to happen? Are we going to allow this MPP party to break the eight? Are we going to allow it to happen? As a pastor, ask your church members. Are we going to allow it to happen? As a Muslim clergy, sheikh, are we going to allow that to happen? Speak to your sisters. who, because of ethnic jingoism, even when it stands right in their face that MPP is not doing nothing for them, when the days come for them to go and vote, they will vote for MPP. They will just make any decision anyhow. The consequences you and I are going to live by. And that is why we have to tell them, are we going to allow them to break the 8? Because they are doing everything to break the 8. Downsizing the political parties, trying to introduce RUPAL, trying to use the Ghana card, working every tactics. And let me tell them, as Dr. Sam said, because Kofua and Co knows that these things favors them, they don't want us to fight against what binds, what destroys the nation. A typical example is what freedom fighters and face the countries we have been always saying, that the Constitution needs an amendment to face the daily realities of the nation. Now, before I leave you, let me leave you with this food for thought or take away. That as you go about your daily days, and as we hope and pray for the Black Stars to give us a smile, to bring a smile on our faces, and give us some joy ahead of this Christmas. Even though they are not playing any Christmas jingle bells, the bell has gone. There is no bell in Ghana anymore. So there's nobody, no, people are not singing jingle bells anymore because according to my brother Sydney, I was a dog, Charlie Bronya, way there. Abruchiri for Mambe Mua, anyway. Today, if you look at Alhaji Bawumia, he has become a food for comedians, and they create comic relief out of him. Because even his own brother or friend, Kennedy Japan, is saying that Bawumia, instead of talking about the economy, is somewhere talking about what? Digitalization. Now, the big question is that the people that come 2024, Kennedy Japan, he even wants to be president. Anokwa. Alan Kojo maintain a starch factory. Anokwa. Alhaji Bawumia, when the fundamentals are weak, the city will expose you. The city has exposed him big time. He wants to even lead. Now, the question is, ask yourself as a Ghanaian, how do you see yourself with these leaders competing with or rocking shoulder to shoulder with the French president, with the British prime minister, with the Canadian prime minister or president, or American president, or the German chancellor? How do you see themselves? That can they rock shoulder to shoulder with leaders like the Jinpings of China? Do you see them as having the intellectual capacity Can you see that happening? And this is what we have to advise ourselves and tell our sisters and our brothers. This life is a race. That is why we have a term called racism, because each race is racing against another race. Our sons and daughters are going to race against the sons and daughters of the Chinese, whether we like it or not. Our sons and daughters are going to race with the sons and daughters of the English, whether we like it or not. It will not be in a bad way, because everybody is fighting for their nation to be the best, not the good, not the better. And that is why you and I left the shores of Accra, left Kotoka International Airport, and went to the states called America, went to a town called Berlin, went to a place called London, because we want to better our lives. If not, we would have stayed in the shackles and still be in the shithole, as Donald Trump refers it to be. So politics is not a game. It is not a joke. Families are dying. Lives of children are being left for to the gutters, to the bins. See the decisions that Akufo-Addo have took since he became president. Everything about him has led us to where we are today. And today, those that promise us that we're not going to go with our begging bowl to beg the white man and beg the white supremacists are already out there begging for food, monies for food. Now, when you go to the banks, you cannot even, those commercial banks, those savings and loan banks, they don't even have money capital to give you your own savings that you save in the capital bank, in the loan, in these Susu companies, they can't even give you your own money. It's because people like Ken Oforiates and the Akufo-Addos, whose brains were dumb and empty, we gave them the power and they have misused it. That is why we are suffering. We are here today because of foolish non-entities that we claim they were leaders, meanwhile they were not leaders, but rather they were followers. And we gave them the power. The almighty Ghana keys were given to these foolish people. And today they have turned the Jubilee House into Juloibi House. All that they know is to create loot and share. And that is why we come into your homes to deliver messages to you, to remind ourselves that yes, we are indeed the powerful blacks. Don't get it twisted that we're not born of any inferior God. If given the right opportunities, we excel. And we don't just excel, we excel with distinctions. And that is why you can see our sons and daughters in the land of the white excelling greatly because they were given opportunities. We don't. Go behind when the Ghanaian is given the opportunity. That is why Kweku Kwating, Kwesi Kwating is excelling. That is why you see my own good friend, Ribeiro Adi, MP for Streatham, a Ghanaian heritage, excelling. That is why you see the sons of Dr. Indum being acknowledged in the White House in the United States of America. Oh, yes. Because with a good platform, the Ghanaian does their best. When a Ghanaian is going to Libya, not because he wants to go and speak Arab or learn Arab or just look at the bum of the Arabian women, no. He or she is in the land of Libya in search of greener pasture. Now ask yourself, why should we be in the land of desert to look for greener pastures? Why are we in the land of the desert seeking for greener pastures when our land is very fertile? But even when we throw corn on the ground, it germinates and it bears fruit. But before the Libyans or the United Arab Emirates, the Abu Dhabis who even grow corn, they have to mechanize it. So God did not curse us. Indeed, God blessed us. He blessed our homeland, Ghana. But our decision, we gave power to one of our wicked brothers. We gave power to one of our family parents to lead us to the land of milk and honey, to lead us in the land of prosperity, so that those who come after us will have a better life to live. But instead, what do we see? They are selling houses meant for the poor, meant for people who cannot afford. They don't build, but they sell. They don't grow, but they want to reap. They don't sow nothing. Ghana is at worse than 1982. You don't have any idea. I was speaking to a very distinguished man in the MPP. He said, Dr. N, in 2018, you said something very profound on the radio. You said, Ghana is broke, and if only the corridors of power could listen to you. He said, you were right. Ghana was broke in 2018. So as I speak to you, Doc, monies to pay nurses, teachers, we don't have it. And now they have sent the ambassadors to be begging for money so that they can put it together and pay workers. Say, Dr. Ren, one thing that you people in abroad are doing that perhaps you people have not thought about it is the foreign remittances. said it is helping the economy. Your £1, your $2, your safes, your nairas, your kwaches, your dollars, if we put all together, it's a lot. That is what the country Ghana is depending on now. So if I don't send money, Akufo-Addo cannot be paid. Ken Ofori-Atta cannot be paid. Oh yes, he does not collect salary. But his bank collects 10% of every loan that we go for. So tell the message as it is, not as what you think. Say that, say it. The facts are there. The nation is broke. And that the budget for 2023, every money that we have to raise, we have to go and borrow. We are back to the days of the colonial regime. For how long will we be independent economically? God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever, that forever we will speak truth to power. Thank you, and have a good morning. Have a good Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Assalamu alaikum. To the Black Stars, whatever the outcome may come, we are still proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.